Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this. It's a beautiful spring day out there. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, but there's a horrible deadly virus in the air, so don't go outside. Stay in and play the ukulele, people. This is session 2 of self-isolating with the ukulele, and we're going to be doing chord changes this week.
I'm a ukulele vagabond, Gregory Cook's the name. I strum my ukulele with no ukulele shame. And when I finish strumming, I just pick it up again. My soul is from Hawaii and George Formby's on my brain.
So this video series is all about keeping people's spirits up during self-isolation. So I'd like to share with you guys a positive story from the week, followed by a positive affirmation before we jump into the video. So you can probably tell that I'm shooting this on a much better quality camera than the one that I had last week. That's because my friend Ash, who's a professional video editor, got made redundant this week. So the positive affirmation is every cloud has a silver lining.
Stop playing that thing, you noisy little runt. You're no Hawaiian singer, you're a ukulele. Your lack of musical ability, we always bear the brunt. So stop that awful strumming and you're singing cause you can't.
So we're not going to be learning any new songs this week. I don't generally tend to teach people songs, only because I'm a technique-based teacher. I prefer teaching people how to play chords, how to play different strumming patterns, so they can then choose the songs that they want to learn themselves. Also, I've taken the liberty to go and find some YouTubers who do teach people how to play songs. So links in the description if you want to check out some other YouTubers who are good at teaching the ukulele, probably a lot better than me because they've been doing it a lot longer. So check them out anyway, and let me know in the comment section how you found this video. So let's use this quarantine time productively. I'm going to be learning how to produce music better, how to video edit. So you need to grab that ukulele and practice every single day. And don't tell me you don't have time, I know that you do. So the format of this video is going to be as follows. Section 1 is going to be a little bit of a repeat from the last lesson that we did, which goes over the techniques for how to learn specific chords. So there's going to be a little bit of repetition from last week. Section 2 is going to be about common problems that people have while they're playing the chords. So things that I've picked up with my tutees that they commonly do in the early stages, which inhibits their playing. And Section 3, we're going to cycle through all of the major chords using the technique that I've outlined at the beginning of the video. Section 1, isolating chord changes. So there's going to be a little bit of repetition from my last video. So if you were comfortable with how to change chords from the last video, then feel free to skip this section. But I just want to make sure that nobody is left behind. So I want to make sure that everybody understands the technique for how to change chords. So anyone who tuned in last week is going to know this already. The technique that I use to teach people how to play chords is you cycle through the changes and you look for 4 and then you look away for 4. So I'm just going to do that as an example now. You don't have to follow me, but this is just an example of how to do it. So we're going to go between C and G. So we're going to look for 4, C to G to C to G to C to G to C to G, look away for 4, C to G to C to G to C to G to C to G, look back, C to G to C to G. You get the picture. So it's a very straightforward technique, but it becomes a lot more difficult when you're actually going through chords that are very unfamiliar to you and that sort of thing. So when we go through the main part of the video, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause it when you have difficulty playing the chords, and I would like you to just go through those chord changes by yourself using that technique, looking for 4, looking away for 4, looking for 4, looking away for 4. Great. Section 2, common problems with chord changes. So this section is just going to go through the major problems and difficulties that I see people have while I'm teaching them when they're trying to learn different chords. So this will be around kind of good technique, placement of fingers, problems that people have, that sort of thing. So let's jump right in. So the first problem that people often have while they're playing the instrument is incorrect hand placement in the first place. So what I want you to do is hold the ukulele in the crook of your hand between your thumb and your forefinger like this. It helps if you have a strap, but if you don't, then the technique is still the same. So your fingers need to come round and down onto the string like this. So this is a C chord, and I'm pressing down with the tip of my finger. The second problem that I often see people doing is their fingers can be too far down, so literally touching the fret, meaning that the string is dampened, or too far back, meaning the string is actually out of tune. So it's nice and central on the fret like this. The third problem that people often come across when they start playing the instrument is their fingers arch inwards while they're playing. So they go like this. This is not too bad when you're playing a C chord, but if you're playing a G chord, notice how loads of the strings are deadened. So when we're moving between chords, the things we need to take into account are fingers rounded and coming downwards onto the fret? Are they central in the fret? So C, perfectly rounded finger coming down onto the fret. G, 3 perfectly rounded fingers coming down onto the fret, making sure our fingers don't go like that and they're nice and central and well placed. Section 3, the most commonly used chords in ukulele playing. So you should see around me right now all of the most commonly used chords in ukulele playing. Now bear in mind there's a load of other chords and there's a load of other keys that you can play different songs in, which mean that there are other chords which other people may prefer using to these ones. I've just chosen these ones because I know that there's a lot of popular songs that ukulele players like playing that use these particular chords, but don't feel like you have to learn all of these chords. This is about repetition. This is about getting you into the habit of learning how to play the different chords so that you can play whatever songs you want to play. So let's jump right in. So the first chord that we're going to play is a chord that we've already played, so it's C major. So it's 3rd finger, 3rd fret, top string, finger coming round and down onto the fret, fingers not going inwards like that, making sure our finger is nice and central in the fret also. So it sounds like this. Good. So the second chord that we're going to play is G major. So that's 2nd finger, 2nd fret, top string. 3rd finger, 3rd fret, string below, 1st finger, 2nd fret, two strings in. So fingers in an equilateral triangle like this. So good, just practice that change for a second. Good, now we're going to play it all together. I'm going to count to 4 and then we're going to cycle through the chord changes for 4 and then we're going to look away for 4 like we did before. So starting with the C chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, look away, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. If you're having any trouble at all, just pause the video and practice it yourself at your own time. Count yourself in at your own pace and go at your own speed. I'm just doing this video to demonstrate how a really good way to learn different chords is and how to get your fingers nice and nimble and learn how to do those chord changes proficiently. So the second chord change we're going to do is G major to F major. So we've got our G major chord here and our F major chord is like this. So that's 1st finger, 1st fret, 2nd string in, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. So like that. So just get used to that shift. It's a big shift. Good. Now I'm going to count 4 and you're just going to play it with me, looking for 4 and looking away for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, F, 2. G, 2, F, 2. G, 2, F, 2. G, 2, F, look away. G, 2, F, 2. G, 2, F, 2. G, 2, F, 2. G, 2, F, 2, good. So now we're going to do a transition from F major to C7th. So this is the F major, and the C7th is an easy chord. It is just first finger, first fret, top string like this. So that's F major to C7th. F major, C7th. Good. So that after 4, let's do the transition for 4 and look away for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3. Look away. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. Good. So now we're going to do the C7th to the D minor chord. So the D minor chord is quite a complicated chord. It is second finger, second fret, first string. Third finger, second fret, one string over. And first finger, first fret, two strings over, like this. It's a nice chord, but you need to make sure that your fingers are perfectly placed for this one. So making sure they're coming round and down onto the string, because you need perfect technique for this one, because you'll find it difficult to fit all of your fingers in otherwise. So that's your D minor chord. So reminding ourselves of that movement. So C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor. Right, start with the C7th, and after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor, looking away, C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor, to C7th to D minor. Good. So the next chord change we're going to do is the D minor to the G7th. So this is a fairly simple chord change if you have the D minor down, because the G7th chord, your first finger doesn't move, it's just your second and third fingers that move several strings over. So third finger, second fret, top string, first finger, first fret, one string in, second finger, second fret, two strings in, so like this. So your first finger doesn't move. Just get used to that movement. After 4, D minor's at the ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, D minor to G7th, to D minor, to G7th, to D minor, to G7th, to D minor, to G7th, look away, D minor, to G7th, to D minor, to G7th, to D minor, to G7th, to D minor, to G7th. Good. So the next transition we're going to do is G7th to D7th. So got the G7th chord right there. The D7th chord is second finger, second fret, first string, and third finger, second fret, two strings over like this. So just get used to that transition for a second by yourself. After 4, we're going to look for and we're going to look away for. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7th to D7th, to G7th to D7th, to G7th to D7th, to G7th to D7th. Look away. G7th to D7th, to G7th to D7th, to G7th to D7th, to G7th to D7th. Good. So now we're going to do D7th to A major. So D7th is this one, you got that one. So A major is just lift your third finger up and put your first finger down on the first fret of one string over. So it looks like this. So just get used to that transition for a second by yourself. So after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. D7th, A major, D7th, A major, D7th, A major, D7th, A major. Look away. D7th, A major, D7th, A major, D7th, A major, D7th, A major. Good. Now we're going to do A major to E minor. So this transition is quite a difficult one really, because E minor is quite a difficult chord. It sounds like this. And one of my tutees called it climbing the stairs, which I thought was quite a nice way to describe it, because it's a kind of cascading chord, this one, in terms of the shape of your fingers. So it is first finger, second fret, top string, second finger, third fret, string over, and third finger, fourth fret, one string over from that. So it's like that, climbing the stairs. So just practice that chord change. It's a big change. A major to the E minor to the A major to the E minor. Good. Now after 4, we're going to look for and we're going to look away for 4. So that's A major to E minor. Sorry, I forgot to count to 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. A major to E minor to A major to E minor to A major to E minor to A major to E minor. Looking away for 4. A major to E minor to A major to E minor to A major to E minor to A major to E minor. Good. So next we have quite a nice transition. These two chords sound very good together. So we've got the E minor, and we're going to go to the A minor. So that's second finger, second fret, first string. So just get used to that. So the E minor to the A minor to the E minor to the A minor. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor to A minor to E minor to A minor to E minor to A minor to E minor to A minor. Look away. E minor to A minor to E minor to A minor to E minor to A minor to E minor to A minor. Good. So now we're on the last chord. Not too much of a difficult one, this one. It's A minor to E7th. So you've got the A minor there, and the E7th is third finger, second fret, top string, second finger, second fret, 2 strings in. It's the E7th. So get used to that change. A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th. Look away. A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th to A minor to E7th. Good. So if you practice these chords on a regular basis, then you'll firstly have more chords in your repertoire, and secondly, your fingers will be more dexterous and you'll be better at learning other chords and better at doing other changes. But you don't have to learn every single one of them, because this exercise was about showing you a good technique for how to learn to play different chords. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep your spirits up during quarantine, keep practicing the ukulele, and I'll be here next week for another lesson.
I'm the ukulele vagabond, Gregory Cook's the name. I strum my ukulele with no ukulele shame, and when I finish strumming I just pick it up again. My soul is from Hawaii and George Formby's on my brain.